Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, where there's a school that's known to all. Its specialty is winning. Boy, do they hope the Spartans play good ball. East Lansing ready for this showdown in homestanding Michigan State. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Spartans will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Stokes. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Wants to throw. It's Kttn. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Calls his own number. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. They'll go with a direct snap. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on fourth down. And the Buckeyes brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
And how about that? Midfield, fourth down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. It's complete on the right side. Across the 25, he's got room. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Ohio State, number 20, with the carry.
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 72 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. The run to the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now the play fake. Fires one high and deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Looking downfield, it's Kttn. Takes the easy one to the back. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Feeling some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the silver bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there,
into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, anyway against just about any opponent. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
And the returner is stopped. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
Throws to the back. Makes the catch. Bulldozes his way through. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
That's a really nice throw. When you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you, this is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in
fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Michigan State, 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Running back searching for a hole. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
A nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. catch in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Now on second down.
Green 25.
He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him. All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And the Spartans trying to get a touchdown on first and goal.
Cricket.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
It's now second and goal.
Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Spartans! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Right down the middle. It's complete. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because
all kinds of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide out in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 13, set to kick it off.
Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Going over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Oh, gives him the tough, stiff arm. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that...
Afterburners coming. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll do it himself. Quick step and go. And stampeding through the defense. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering.
14.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Spartans have him back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
To the ground, he's got it again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. This will likely be the last play of the half. Some misdirection with the counter. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Ohio State 35, Michigan State 14.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. Going for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He's going to throw it from his own end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick six, but they're set up on the doorstep.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
325.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Kttn. Lets it go to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on.
Number 0.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Makes a connection. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion.
42 Spider.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the lone running back.
Ball carried by the running back. He's tackled at the 34. Now, 4th down.
I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got it past the marker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Spartans have this offense rolling.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. On to attempt the try.
Scores for the defense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6.
Michigan State, 14.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. A designed run for the quarterback.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Split backs here. Now on the move. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The option look. The pitch. Got room at the 35. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
If your defensive line cannot take on double teams, it allows linemen to get up into the laps of linebackers, and that's happening far too often right now, which is why this defense is struggling stopping the run.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State, 49.
Push down to start the drive after the break. Try to get it to the edge. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loses 3. Brings up 2nd down.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Spartans have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to go up top. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll take a shot. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
At the 45 on its way. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's why this guy's a good, strong safety. You've got to be able to affect the running game. You've got to be able to play in the box close to the line of scrimmage and make tackles. That time, good stop on the fullback.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They want that clock to run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. It is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games.
Running toward the tape. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. It'll be a draw. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day. And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Complete out of the backfield. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the Kttn. They go 83 yards on the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stokes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The running back has it. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Space at the 25. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.